Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Khalil Walker. I'd first like to say congratulations to everyone who's there. Um, it's really a pleasure to be able to speak to you guys, and especially to the gold awardees. You've achieved pretty much the highest that you could, and yeah, it's just definitely something to be proud of yourselves for. Um, so yeah, to give a bit of background as to who I am, I graduated from Manchester High School in 2020, and I'm currently studying at Yale University. I'm going into my fourth year studying molecular biophysics and biochemistry in their combined bachelor's and master's program. Um, so it's definitely a pleasure to be here to be able to speak to you guys and encourage you a bit. And I won't be speaking for long, so just to get into what I wanted to say to you guys, there are five things um, that I wanted to address. And the first of those is to be grateful. The second is to recognize your abilities. The third is to recognize your weaknesses. The fourth is to plan for your future. And the fifth is to pursue humility. So, firstly, be grateful. There are so many things to be grateful for in life. Even the breath in our lungs, the fact that we um, you know, can come to school, all these things are very valuable and they're worth being 100% grateful for. Going about our lives with a genuine air of gratitude it makes us so much more able to get throughout our days with the joy instead of going around complaining about the things that we don't have. And I know that life isn't always straightforward. I know that there are many times that we're struggling, or for some of you guys, not knowing where your next meal comes from. So this is like very real for you. Um, and I mean, any form of support, any form of resource that you have is something worth being grateful for. And yeah, I think just going about life with that air of gratitude is so important. Yeah, it gives us life in many ways. Point two, recognize your abilities. So you're all here at Presgiving for various reasons, and you're all blessed with different talents and different skills, and there's something to be said about that. Each person has a different set of skills that they do well, and that's something to value. So remember your abilities, recognize your abilities, the things that people look to you for, the things that people know you for, the things that they trust you to do, things you excel at, the things you've improved at most in the last 1 or 2 years, or even longer time, maybe 5 years. Recognize these things that you excel at and hold on to them. Most of all, do not discount the abilities that you guys have. Many of you are highly skilled in your fields. It could be music, it could be poetry, it could be physics, chemistry, biology, writing, it could be a number of things. It could be a sport even. Recognize these abilities that you guys have and use them to their fullest capability. For myself, I know that I discounted myself in so many instances, and that prevented me from pursuing things I definitely could have, or having experiences that would have been so edifying, that would have brought much joy, that would have given me, um, a different perspective on life. Because I didn't think I was capable. Um, but in some of those cases, it took the people around me to encourage me to apply to an internship, encourage me to step into this role in a ministry on campus. I'm a part of Christian Union on Yale's campus, and I'm actually co-president for it right now. It takes the encouragement of people, took the encouragement of people around me um, to get me to accept roles like that, or take on opportunities that I felt incapable to do, even though I had the ability to do them. Um, so yeah, once again, recognize your abilities, do not discount them, and make the most of them. Third point is the counter of this: recognize your weaknesses. And that is not at all to say that you should identify the things that you don't do well and accept them. Um, when I say recognize your weaknesses, I'm saying look at the things that you don't do well and attack them. So for me, it was socializing. In some ways, it still is, or being a bit more outgoing, or I think speaking, and I'm evidently still not perfect at that. Um, but it's so important that we don't allow our weaknesses to define us. I think it's very easy to fall into this mindset of, oh, I don't do these things well, and therefore I am bound by the fact that I don't do these things well. It's so much more important that we look at the things that we don't do well, separate our identity from that, and step into improving in those sections of our lives. Um, by improving in the things that we don't do well, we're able to step into new roles. We're able to take on new opportunities. We're able to um, grow so much as people. And it's the things that we're most fearful of dealing with, those weaknesses that we're most fearful of, um, assessing and taking the necessary steps to improve in that hold us back from achieving the things that um, we really are able to. So yes, recognize your weaknesses, attack them, and grow. Don't be held back by um, the conception that you have of yourself that, oh, I can't do it. It might be true that you can't, but it doesn't have to be the truth always. Um, use the resources around you and work on your weaknesses, attack your weaknesses. Fourth point, plan for your future. So planning for your future is absolutely essential. Benjamin Franklin says that if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. And I think that is so true. Um, someone could be given the most resources possible. Someone could be given the best position in life possible. And if they fail to set out a plan to know what resources they have, what they want to do with those resources, why, how, and when, a lot of those resources would go to waste. Um, so I encourage you guys to think about where you want to go, why you want to get there, when you want to get there, and make a plan for it. I didn't know I was applying to Yale until um, lower sixth form, but even with the short amount of time I have because of planning, um, I was able to recognize the things that I already had accomplished and the things I needed to step into, the things I needed to get done. And so I really encourage you guys to go ahead and do that. Um, make sure that you're planning for your goals and do your best to actually achieve them. The final point, the fifth point, pursue humility. Um, so often in society, people fall into the sense of elevating themselves or becoming very prideful because of the achievements they've made. And indeed, you guys have accomplished a lot. You guys have done well, but it doesn't make you better than, especially speaking to goal awardees here, really everyone, but it doesn't make you better than the person who is in the category below you. Um, sure, it maybe means you got a better grade, but never think of anyone around you lesser than yourself. Um, in group context, in companies, in um, ministries, in research groups, people who are the humblest, who are looking not to elevate themselves above others, they are the most liked. Um, and they're not the most liked because they're I don't know, compromising their beliefs or anything of that sort. People recognize when you genuinely care about your well-being. People recognize someone who isn't so caught up on themselves that they will enjoy working with you. They will enjoy um, They will enjoy being in your presence. So pursue humility. Look to those around you and try to elevate them instead of trying to elevate yourself. Um, Instead of saying, I am great, you could literally be the best in the country at whatever you're studying. Instead of saying, I am the greatest, look at the people around you and encourage them. Bring them along with you. If you're truly the greatest in your field, you won't have to speak for yourself. So, yeah. So, once again, to summarize what I've said here, be grateful, recognize your abilities, recognize your weaknesses, plan for your future, and pursue humility. So, yeah, with that, once again, congratulations, um, gold awardees. Congratulations to everyone else here. Um, and yeah, thank you so much for listening to me. And I just hope that this would have been helpful for some of you at least, and that you enjoy the rest of the ceremony. So, yeah, once again, thank you, and yeah, have a great day.